Okay, so where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? So, just because something goes global does not mean it's no longer the culture of the people who originally were using it before it went global. For instance, if, let's say, people in Namibia, okay, had a certain type of music and a certain type of sound and a certain type of thing, and then all of a sudden, what they were doing for decades, right? Let's say I peeped it. I went and lived in Namibia. And then I was, oh, snap, I like this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a whole album, right? That doesn't make it my culture, though. That's their culture. That's their cultural music. That's theirs. They was doing it before me. Okay. They were doing it before me. All right. All the elements of that music was there, right there. All the elements. I just went over there and started using it. And then when I used it, somebody else heard it. And somebody else heard it. And that, oh my gosh, the music in the wood, and everybody's using the junk and from Asia to freaking Peru. Okay? It went global. That's still not anybody else's culture or old movie music, but Namibia's or the people of Namibia, whoever is in there. Okay, that's where it started. That's what it is. For instance, um, here we go. Here we go. Let's talk about martial arts for a minute. Let's talk about Taekwondo. Right? Let's talk about Taekwondo. Now, I think I can. I'm not certain, but I think it's from Korea. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, but I think it's from Korea. A couple people in my family know Taekwondo. That's not an African American art form, martial art form. It's just not. We do it though. And guess what? They learn the history of it too. So when they do it, this is a Korean art form. A part of doing Taekwondo is knowing where it came from and what culture it is. It's not just saying, "Oh, it went global and now it's everybody's culture." No. You a part of participating in a culture is knowing the history of that culture. That's being respectful, not trying to take it and say it's mine now. No, a part of participating in a culture is respecting the people and respecting the culture of that people, knowing the history. You just don't go and snatch something and they be like, it's mine. No, because Korean, that's a Korean martial arts form. Just because some people in my family are excellent at it does not mean that it's a Black American art form. You gotta know the history of stuff. Just because something goes global does not mean it belongs to whoever's doing it. No, it belongs to Korea. That's the history. That's the history. Therefore, if you're using Black American idiomatic expressions, don't hate the player, or any other expression that has been in Black American culture and was formulated and used in Black American culture prior to it going mainstream, it doesn't make that expression, oh, it's global now because everybody's using it. No. It's Black American culture. You just happen to be using Black American culture. You just happen to be using Black culture. And what, you didn't know it? Or you didn't want, you wanted to what, snatch it? You was, oh no, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. No, it's not. No, it's not. If people in Nigeria, right, have expressions, and I decide I'm going to run around here using the expression because I like the expression, and then it catches on, and then everybody else is using the expression, that's not a Black American expression. That's a Nigerian expression. Or the group that's in Nigeria, let's say Igbo, that's an Igbo expression. It's not Black American expression. Just because a whole bunch of Black Americans are using it right now, or a whole bunch of Japanese people are using it. Same thing with Black American. Why is it that when people use Black cultural expressions, Black American cultural expressions, okay, you don't just say, yeah, yeah. Why do you argue about it? Like it's a it's an obvious expression. Black American expression prior to it being utilized by mainstream. The same thing as stay woke. Stay woke is an idiomatic expression that even my parents used back in the day. It was within the Black community, and all of a sudden mainstream gets it, and they just ripped it to shreds because they didn't even know how to use it. Okay, the same thing as hip. Hip was already being used, the expression. It didn't mean the hip, your hip bone. It didn't mean that. It meant hip. That was used way back in the day. Okay, way back in the day by African Americans, the African American expression. Okay, that's hip. You know, we have hip hop, hip, same. That term was being used way prior, way before we created the full genre. Way before. African American stuff ties in each other. We got the ties into it. So understand that if you're using an expression, that idiomatic expressions have cultural significance. They're cultural idiomatic expressions. It's not going to be the same in every single culture. There's some idiomatic expressions that are used all over the globe in every single culture and group of people, and you have to learn those. It just so happens that Black culture is so freaking phenomenal global. It went global because every time, and that's why I know tons of idiomatic expressions in Black American culture. Okay, I'm not gonna say them. My grandmother let me know some stuff. My dad let me know. There's some stuff that I know. I'm not gonna say them because see, this is the thing. Once you peep it, you want to use it. No, and then don't respect where it came from. Respect where it came from. Just like there are proverbs and stuff online. This is a such and such proverb. This is this type of proverb. If you're going to use it, respect where it came from. Don't just say it's not Black culture because it's global. No, you just wanted to use it. Everybody liked it, so they used it. Everybody, AAVE went global, not African American Vernacular English. Just because you can speak it don't mean it's yours.